Heyo, welcome back to Pathologic 2. This is day 2 as Artemi Burak, the Harrispecs. As you can see, I did a bit of inventory tidy up and just slept till the next day. But here we go, ready to go into town. Because you see, today, for our man Artemi, the son's fate is to avenge his father's death. But first, I need to see the body. And father's funeral starts at dawn. I guess it will take all day. So, here we go. Time to go bury daddy. Honestly, I'm in a slightly annoyed state right now, but also kind of warmed up because basically I was messing around with the settings in OBS to see if I could get like a stronger record. Just don't even know why the fuck I was doing it. I think I was trying to get the mic to record audio like in OBS because I was doing it in Audacity. And I got that working, but I fucked everything up by mixing the encoder. It seems to be working fine now. I'm also going to learn to talk slower. I just had a massive fucking coffee, so... Okay. What's wrong with her? We didn't do anything, I swear. We saw her crying, asked what happened, but she just bawled even more. Girls. Maybe she's hungry? I guess. She must be hungry. Why else would she be crying? Or maybe she's lost. I guess. She must be lost. Anyway, we should take her to the station. No, maybe we should take her to the station? And get her on a train to somewhere? Trains aren't running now, but we should probably see if she lives around here. Yep, you do that. I'm not crying. I'm not. I'm just upset. Upset because they're always picking on me all the time. Who's picking on you, dear? Everyone. How are they picking on you? They say I'm ugly. I know I am, but why do they need to keep saying it all the time? Let's see. I love the variety here. Like, well, so... Like, you can either go, well, I'm gonna go, nonsense, you're very pretty. Or, you know, well, so it goes, don't worry, you'll grow into your beauty. Maybe. Like, no, that's just Artemi, what the fuck? I mean, H Bomber Guy did a video on this, where he made the point that, Dankovsky's sort of dialogue options indicate what he's thinking. It's like he can either say, you know, completely assholish things, or he can be... But, like, he implies that these are all in his head, and not different ways to play the same character. Which I personally disagree with, because that's a textbook example of it. You know, Artemi, the guy who would reassure a little girl and say, you know, don't worry, you're very pretty, wouldn't really also think to say, you know, like, you'll maybe grow into your beauty. I wish I had some blood. But yeah. That was my only issue though, it was a good video. I'd recommend it. Talking about the first game. Hello, Mr. Boatman. Hello, Mr. Goodman. You all have something to offer me. Do I have blood? No, I used it up on a last thing. Let me check my audio. Yep, that's max. I really hope you can't see what I'm listening to on Spotify there. Alright. Love the architecture. Honestly, I love the steps so much. Not IRL, I've never been there, but just, you know, in the game. It's just so open, mysterious. It just feels like it goes on forever to me, but in a way that's kind of daunting but comfy at the same time. It's like, it feels homey to me somehow. Maybe it's because I've just played this game so much, got like 150 hours in it, so I probably just developed a sense of what's the word? Familiarity, a sense of familiarity with the world of Pathologic. Anyway, time for Daddy's funeral.
Ugh.
You know why the Earth won't
cold,
take him?
Isn't it?
Who?
Like cold.
Your father.
Cold.
Earth expels him like a foreign body. See that girl, Grace? The caretaker? She's getting desperate. I think she'd take his place in the grave if she could. Do you even understand what you're ranting about, you awful creature? Rambling on. Some people are weavers, they make connections. Others are cutters, they rip things apart. Your father, he was a cutter. You Burachs are permitted to, aren't you? You're important among the locals. Privileged. As a faithful surgeon, he would cut apart a living, breathing town. Or even tear it to shreds with his hands alone. A violent man. How do you even know? You've only been here a few days. But I do, because I know people, and I know how to listen to them.
I know how to connect. But your father was a cutter. He demolished the whole mycelium.
Mycelium? What does that have to do with anything?
A human mycelium. The mycelium of the town. He believed it was all grown wrong. That's just like you surgeons. If a fracture fuses wrong, you just break it again. Sever the tissue too. Who does that? I do it all differently.
Go ahead then, it's not like I'm stopping you. I'm trying to read a bit slower, because I talk a bit quicker. You know, I talk really quick, I know, so... Oh, sorry, I'm just yawning. Excuse me. It's been a long day.
Don't they trust me? As though I don't know
A sad
what I'm
pup
doing.
there was laying, and a kitten dismaying. Just a couple of pitiless creatures. I don't remember the rest. Do you?
Yeah, you're singing it wrong. It's a couple of pitiful creatures, not pitiless.
I'm singing it right.
Who are you, kid?
I'm the caretaker. Now, anyway.
Why are you giving me that look? My father is.
Was. He died 3 years ago.
Seems like the whole town's orphaned.
It's so cruel that people can't rest in peace, even after death. Whose sins are we punished for?
Why does the soil push out old Burach? What?
They tried to bury him twice already, but the earth won't take him. Pushes the body upwards. That means he's got something left undone in the world. Owes a debt. He was a man of obligation.
What debt?
I don't know. It's just, he carried too heavy a burden. He failed to do something important, because his life was cut short. Your people say that if the ground doesn't take him, they'll burn him, as the old rite demands.
But it's horrible.
Cremation isn't a crime. If things are the way you say, at least it's better than that outrage. It is a crime. The dead mustn't be burned. Earth doesn't destroy, it preserves. It dissolves them and saves them for future harvests. Earth is alive here. If you burn people, how will they speak? How will they bloom? How will they return? Do you have any idea what you're talking about? Calm down, you're hysterical.
Yep, so Grace here feels very strongly for the dead. Interesting architecture. I actually know who that is, but it's, I think, quite a background element. Oh no, it gets mentioned later in game, that's why I know. So they'll burn pops up there. Chest has been punctured. Massive wound, couldn't have been a knife.
Some massive cone-shaped object. A horn or a claw, maybe.
I've seen the vital part, shouldn't investigate further.
Could be seems blasphemous.
Emshin, brave man, strong is his spirit. How fare your kind, Emshin? But Tekaran, for he has come to pay last respects to his father. We have too.
Let's go in Yorkshire. How fares your kind, Khatanga?
Bite Charan, Upashe is at the threshold. The loss is great. I need to speak, to say the words correct, observe the right.
I've come to pay last respects to my father. Why do I see this sight?
Chodo Hara, Burachet carried a great burden, owed a great debt. Who is to take his duty upon himself?
Before the eyes of the kin in the earth, this is what I have to say. I, his son, accept his duty as my own. The sky is my witness.
I bow for you, Emshin. The first blood yours. Ikara, Emshin is a man, a brave man. Here stands Saba. Saba Uspate. You have accepted his duty. Now come into the inheritance. Saba will show you the way.
Biarta Khin. Thank you.
Oh, Khin, like kin.
Make connections.
You are a
Mend
brave man,
everything your
Emshin.
father
A
has
true
torn.
son to your father.
Even if he was right to tear
I
it.
rejoice as I watch you. The Khatange, the kin, shed tears of pride and delight as they watch you.
Thank you.
Khete means sister, elder. Is that what you mean to call me? Biardla, thank you. You still remember something of your people's ways?
I remember very little.
We shall bear your burden together, Emshin. Your father helped me. I helped him. I shall help you too. In you, I see him.
I always act first and think later. Got scars to prove it.
Your father was a wise man, but he wasted not his time doubting. He acted instead of brooding. That's why his words were great, and many. He who lives cautiously pacing circles in his own head. He spares himself, but wastes those he loves, and those who love him.
Very well, consider me comforted.
Follow me, Emshin. You are now to come into your legacy.
Okay. Fucking love that chanting, man. Seriously, if you...
The wretched
I'm sorry about
creature is
Isidore,
strong.
But you have not the time to grieve. Here's what matters. You are now to take your father's legacy. Take it, mind, not come into it.
Pardon me, what?
Here, I'm giving you his Udhar, his warm vessel. He gave it to me on the eve of his last holiday. Must have presaged the evil that would befall him.
You're right. He must have. That's why he summoned me to the town.
I'm giving you his Udhar. It's yours now. As are the things inside. Now, the money. It's a light purse, isn't it? Your father didn't much care for money.
Okay. You said I would take my legacy, but not come into it. What did you mean by that?
To take someone's obligations, a word is not enough. To come into a legacy, taking the things is not enough. Your father's bequeathal is more than merely material.
Yeah, I gathered as much.
But what do I need to do? There is now emptiness where he once was. Who is to fill it? Who will heal the sick, tell truth from lies? Who will plumb the depths? Only a Menku can cut a body. Only a Menku can pierce the unknown. Who will draw the lines? I don't care about any of that. I only want to find my father's killer. You are wrong. Take a look at the items I'm giving you. Open the Udhar and touch these items.
So we get...
some twires and swever, and a list.
Sticky, Capella, Murky, Knockin, Can't Grace, Tire, Touch, Unfamiliar Steps, Sigil, UC, King, Guilty on Dragonite, Gasly, Ponytail, Vaporeon, Dragonite, Butterfree, catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Pathomon. I don't know why I can remember a chunk of the Poke Rap, I really fucking don't.
No, there is no escape.
Yeah, there is, there's a fucking door.
Do any of those items seem familiar? What are they? Swevery, various kinds of twire? Herbs. Why would he leave me herbs? He used to make herbal medicine, tinctures to cure any malady. Milady. He was a Menku, a knower of connections. He saw which things sing in unison when joined. That's what the lines are. Even if you say you need not this knowledge. Emshin.
And what about this list of names?
Closer, let my tired eyes see it. The names of local children. Khan is what they call the cane boy.
I don't know why this has gone posh, like she's meant to sort of trail off and talk weird.
Capella is the daughter of the master. May he choke on his name. But I know not why Isidore listed them. Perhaps my father looked after them? He did pay much attention to these children. Spent most of his final days with them. They followed him, like calves that trailed after a cow, or oxen pulled by a yoke.
His last days, you say?
Wait, that's a lead I can follow. You think one of them has something to do with his death? Doubtful. They're still just children. Then again, children hold so much power in this town that it wouldn't surprise me. But they loved him. They did. No, I believe it not.
I can also see something else on that list. An 8th item. Some sort of sigil. Does it also refer to a child?
This is a brand for marking bulls, but brands of the kin often have specific meanings. Bihara, this one is Udur. Tough to parse. It means something like a big body or a special body. A body that contains a lot. But I'm not sure. It may be just a sigil.
Who could interpret this for me?
I am your father not, Kolbun. I can instruct you not. You are to learn on your own. Speak to people. Most of all, speak to those who knew your father well. This is how you may come into your legacy. What do you mean?
I'm sorry, I'm very sleepy for some reason. I'll probably get a bit more energy as it goes on. I'm sorry, this isn't the best opening, is it? Anyway. In this place you must come into your legacy through action, not mere words. By showing you understand the contents of the vessel, follow your father's trail, learn who he was, find yourself a fate. A fate like a good wife, Emshin. Your wife. Sounds good, but... Okay, and then we can talk to her again for some
I
reason.
feel the mothballs rattling inside my heart.
Follow his trails, Emshin. Then you will know what kind of man he was and what kind of man you are to become. Do you know what kind of man he was? Your father was a Menku. He was respected for it. A Menku? He knew the lines. Lines? That's just a philosophy, like the Tao or phenomenology. What's a Tao? Never mind. What are the lines in your interpretation? Lines represent the paths between things, the links that connect them, the laws that govern our lives. Between evil sky and kind earth is a line. The veins of our lifeblood are lines. A line carries the inevitable retribution for evil deeds. Family ties, the way children reflect their parents. Those are lines too. Father used to say... Sorry. Father used to say that lines refer to anatomy. That as well. He knew how a body is composed because he knew the lines. He knew how a kidney links to a herb, so he could brew a curative tea from it. He knew how one herb linked to another. He knew how to draw a knife to cut a body, but bring no harm. Yeah, he did indeed know all that. Now hear me well, Emshin, for my next words are crucial. This first couple of days will be the hardest for you. You will find yourself surrounded by lines innumerable. Some you must tear apart, others follow, others still cut yourself. Only thus will you reach the end. And I feel that end is nigh. Hence me saying that you will only come into your legacy if you follow his trail, do what he used to. All you Buraks are alike, men of action. I've told you all I know, Emshin. Be on your way now. Farewell, Saba, and thank you. By Arla, may your kind fatten. That sounds weird out of context, may your kind fatten, but basically it just means, may your family be well fed, which is a fair request, especially in the next few days. Little candles and a wheel. Probably some kind of implication. So now, come on, you piece of shit. For some reason, the first time loading the tab tends to make the game a little... How would I put this? It just lags a bit. Ugh, God. Sorry about the constant yawning. I don't know if I'll even use this take. We'll see.
Can I hold your hand?
What have you got in your pockets? Tools. Forget it. Here's what I want to know. What business did you have with my father, Old Burak? Well, we actually went to his place often. He used to teach us things. Why do you ask? So, you used to go to his place together? All of you? Everyone on this list here. Sometimes we'd all go together, sometimes in twos or threes, sometimes alone. A lot of things happen. Why are you asking? It's not like we bothered him. He invited us. What did he want from you? You know what? Ask Capella. She's the oldest of us all, and the best explainer. She's a good person, too. Capella? Who's that? Fat Vlad's daughter. But she's not like him at all. She even lives in a separate wing of the house. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that they're different? She is like a big sister to us all. She put together a union. A union? What union? Don't worry about it, just a union. Of people under 15. Anyway, ask her. She might be mad at me if I say too much. Okay. Hello. Here, have this item. This is for you. What's this? A sign of trust. As we share things with each other, so do we share our feelings. Warmth, kindness. We see now that you're a good person. The town trusts you. Do you want to become its part? Well, yeah, I guess.
Do you like the item I've given you? Will you find any use for it? I don't really know what you need. I chose randomly. We don't know you very well yet. Well, what do you want in exchange? It doesn't matter. All that matters is that there was an exchange. You gave me something of yours and received something of mine. All items are charged with bits of your warmth and life. Give me whatever you want. To others, give what they want. They won't ask a lot, so if you share generously and give more than is asked, the town will remember that. It's just a token after all. A tradition. Others? Yes, go and barter with different people. Not anyone in particular, just different. Women and men, teenagers and little kids. You'll see what happens. And what happens? You'll get to know us better. We'll get to know you better. Our town's like a family. You have returned. Now please, help us remember, accept, and maybe even love you. I'm saying it on behalf of everyone. Biarla Basagan. Please relay my gratitude to them. Okay, so... Well, paper, safety pin and needle, which I can get for... I don't really want to trade healing items, but... Got nothing worth 1. It's kind of an unfair trade. If you trade a little extra, you get a reputation boost, but I don't think I get it in the step. So, yeah, I'll just cut up the way there, and then round to Vladdy Boys. Ooh, it's a dude. It's a guardsman. So I could get some toast if I had literally anything he wanted. So yeah, our quest now, if you look down here, is to... Yeah, bartering. Yeah. So I need to barter with men, women, teenagers, or kids. Well, there's a man, but I doubt I have anything he wants. Yep, there's another man. Come here, you bastard. There we go. So, hazelnuts are good. Trust me, these later. I've carried this thing for several days. It wasn't easy, of course. With this, I share with you my fear, my sorrow, and my anger. It was tough, but now it's become a little easier. Just a little. Thank you for easing my burden. Just have some of my warmth. Warmth is life. Oh, what do you want to say? You've beaten the governor? About the patrols, I mean? The pay's good, but too good, actually. Suspicious. What's going on with that? Not my kind of work. I'm too impatient. All strong men, who aren't cowards, should report to the town hall, it went. They might even announce an emergency situation. I wonder why. A revolt at the factory, maybe? It's not working. Hear the silence. Hear the silence? I guess they haven't caught the murderer yet. Perhaps they need people for a raid. I should really be glad at gathering water. I'm pretty sure there's probably people watching this screaming at me. I'm not taking this too seriously at the moment because this is the relatively easy part of the game. Hello, little girl. Our Taya's in the termitary, isn't she? Why was it locked? Will they open it soon? Wait a second. What Taya? Taya Taichik? Taya Taichik. But we call her Mother Superior. Mother Superior? Isn't that cool as heck? It's Capel's idea. It's cool, alright. Cool as heck. But I need to talk to her. Where you got your... Okay. Okay, so... Might get a better deal off one of the other kids. Right, little boy. I need to talk to Can at the tower, though this town is all abuzz now. Makes me kind of reluctant to leave. What tower? You blind big fella? Just look over there. The tower across the river. Our polyhedron. The only place where life is real. Can. I know the name. He's in the tower? My wife was killed yesterday. How can I look our children in the eyes now? I've lost the right to be called their father. I'm sorry. I could have been assertive. Think faster when it went down. I could have acted quickly, efficiently, instead of staying in my head. If only. What's done is done. Live on, pal. For the children. And he's a drunk, of course. What you giving me with this thing? Well, a little joy, I suppose. Alright, I'll give you...
what would you like? Some rest. Okay, so now I still need to trade with women or teenagers, okay? Although... trust me, we're gonna be needing immunity pills. See you tonight at Saba's place? It's dangerous, yes. This is Nyanpa. I'm not even gonna try and fucking pronounce that. A place where you must not bring outsiders. Everyone's looking for a Shabnakadi. It's good they forgot Saba. I'm an outsider. Why are you telling me this? Your kin, Khatanga. Saba asked about you a lot. Saba talked about you a lot these days. We waited for you, Yakachi. Got it. I was hoping there would be more to that, just like, got it. Oh. With this, I give you some of my hope. We have no doctor now. Who will help us? Who will treat our injuries or deliver children? You're a surgeon. You can do all that. So have some of our hope. And hope often leads to love. I haven't carried this item for long. There's a little of me in it. Still, have some of my warmth. Okay, so now I just need to trade with a teenager and we're laughing. Right, so now we have a couple of other little notifications. We can go talk to Khan in the Polyhedron, Sabarov in the Town Hall, the Capella, and we can have a look for Tychik, which I think we'll go for. Sort of do a kind of a backwards arc over the town. Also my hunger's kind of high, so let's have some toast and some milk. Man, the Termitary just looms. Look at him looming! Look at... Oh, I love Battleblock Theatre, man. That's what I was quoting, because he's just, there's a cutscene where where they're talking about the character at Hattie Hattington. And the voice actor for the, you know, like, narrator is Stamper. So he just goes, like, what's up with the dude with Hattie? He just sits there looming around the theatre all day. Look at him looming! Okay, no interactions with the static little boy. I was hoping to trade with the teenager, but apparently I'm not hip and down with the teens, you know? Not with the youth. I need to learn Fortnite dances and fucking whatever the fuck else big trends go around here. A little step, family. Mother Bodo, caress your step, Yachachin. Have some coin. We've collected it. There's a lot. Tell them to let us into the Warren. We're scared. The Warren? You mean the Terminator? It's foul, cramped, suffocating. Too high, too concrete. But safe. Are you hiding from the mob? Are you hiding from the mob? Then calm down. Relax. Why speak of it? Evil is coming, Yachachin. You know it too. Inside lives Taya, Overseer Taichik's daughter. She can protect us from any evil. No harm will befall the place where Mother Superior lives. Yeah, I already know she's in there. I too would have liked to see her. Tell them to let us in. Fat Vlad will listen to you. Take the money. Just tell him yourself. Alright, give it to me. I'll try. Now, this quest actually gives you an achievement, so... I mean, if you don't want the achievement spoiled, I guess, don't watch, but I figure if you don't want spoilers, you wouldn't really be watching a playthrough like this. What do you want? I need to talk to a certain girl, Taya Taichik. Do you know her? If you want to bother someone, go do it at the pub. Or are you looking for trouble? We can help you out. Maybe we can strike a deal? 100 coins, right now. Go ahead and open up the vat of Vlad if you're so smart. He's got plenty of men for coins. The man shits money. As for me, I like my head attached to my shoulders, thank you very much. So get out of here. Enough talk. Whatever. So now I can go talk to Fat Vlad while I'm talking to Capella. Let's see, looking at the map, probably quicker to hook up along the top. Speaking of hookup, I should really check my Tinder. My pals are daring me to take a girl out to see the Sonic movie for Valentine's Day. I was actually hearing people say on the, been hearing word from people that have sort of seen it now that it's actually quite good. The fucking Sonic movie. I actually do hope it turns out good, because I was a Sonic kid. I never had like an OC or anything, or like never wrote any Sonic fiction, but I was really into Sonic when I was like, God, like 10, 11.
Grace says Mum still hasn't forgiven us. It's been 2 years since she died, but the grudge lives on.
How does Grace know?
She talks to the dead, I swear. She can press her ear to the ground, fall asleep, and wake up with news. It's a gift, because she's not so. Her dad was addicted to twiring. Her mom too, even when she carried Grace.
You swear? I guess I should check. Now boy, I must trade with you for fish. My little fishy fool. Thank you, lad.
Great. With this item I give you some of my luck, I guess? People say I have that in spades. Don't know if I believe it. Now what shall you give me?
Well, that's what we all need the most now. And Jesse, so for doing that,
I'm suddenly part of the town. They like me now. I have so many new friends in my wonderful little town.
The tanners, no one cares about you.
Fuck you, game. I know plenty of people who care about me. I care about me. Kind of.
Alright, so Steppin'. Got anything good? Nothing I don't already have. Actually, that's the point. So I've got razors, I've got... Okay, there's an item I want to see if I can get hold of at some point, but I'll need a few of them anyway, so probably not going to look too hard. Okay. Oh, Tragedian. Where you go, friend? What plan is next to follow? I plan to go on with my life.
What say the townsfolk?
The townsfolk?
They're so alike, aren't they? A backdrop. Faceless. They surely know nothing important, right? A hive, a swarm, a flock. No use for names. Whatever one knows, they shall all know in turn.
Why should I care?
The town is just but a many-headed beast. Like it or not, you are but one such head. They know you better than you know yourself. Have you heard them, Burach? Communication. See how it means finding common ground?
Oh yeah, they were eager to communicate with me yesterday. My eyes are still ringing. My ears are still ringing. I am sorry, I'm fucking dead. Just had 2 massive coffees and it's just tired me out.
They all know something of your tale, Burach, and from each one a different strand of it. Some know where you're to go. Others will say why you must go. Some will warn of danger. Terrible danger that you may avoid.
So I'm the only one who knows nothing.
That is because you are alone, Burach. Confused, alone, losing the plot, Burach. Does not the map of your own mind suffice? Then talk, communicate. Hear me now. Teen season tots, the town's own young, indeed, already know who waits for you today. If you still doubt, then speak to one. Any child.
I guess I should go looking for a kid.
And so, with that remark, our planted tragedian has now given us the evidence to put Artemy on the register. He's now no longer allowed within 5 meters of a child, which is a problem in a town with very narrow streets. He's actually been assaulted several times by guardsmen for suspecting of touching children. Despite his cries of "What the fuck are you people talking about? I'm not a nonce," they still arrest him. It's just not on. That's why Borax is persecuted throughout the game, actually. It's just because, you know, he's a pedo. Or they think he's a pedo, rather. That wasn't a very funny tangent. I don't know why I went on it for so long. Oh.
I like these because they're just little loot boxes.
So boring. How much longer do we have to wander the streets?
Stop wandering, then.
Capella said we can't go to the Nutshell until the evening, so we wait.
The Nutshell? Why is it called that?
Because it's empty. Plus, it's close to the station.
You mean the passenger station?
Oops, hush, you should know about this. Just forget it.
Already forgotten. Right. Let's see. So let's open up the box, and we got some chalk. And I think that was just it. Wasn't really worth the trade, but that's kind of the trade-off with these things. You just sort of open them, and maybe you'll get something good. Or maybe you'll just get dog shit. Anyway, let's talk to Fat Vlad first about the money we got for the termitary.
What?
You're a restless soul, Master Bora, or have you come around to my plan? I need to get into the termitary. What for, if I may ask? There's a girl in there I want to meet. Do you by any chance mean Overseer Tychik's daughter? Yep. Small wonder. Tychik's daughter is adored there, worshipped, even catered to and taken care of. Without you, she'll be fine, worry not. And yet I would like to have permission to enter. There's no need for you to visit the termitary, my boy. No need at all. It's my domain. I know what I'm talking about. Well, whatever. Probably not the response I should have gone for. We could have got some interesting flavor text, but that's what you get when you're an autopilot, like I tend to be. Anyway, so... yes, go. Ah, we're about to have a bit of a scene, my friends. Might actually take the moment to go get some water while the game plays. Hope you don't mind.
Hey uncle, dig a hole for us, will you?
People don't dig holes in this town, don't you know?
Please, uncle, we only need a shallow one. A couple of shovel swings, nothing more.
Are you burying a cat?
Yeah, I mean, no. Not a cat.
Then whom?
Just the 8th.
Huh? 8th what?
Well, the previous 7 are already pushing the daisies, and nothing bad happened when we buried them, because the holes were shallow.
I guess shallow ones are allowed. Alright, I'll dig you a hole. Okay, I'm just gonna go off and get water while you watch this lovely cutscene. Well, that was fun. The doll was buried, and here are the little kittywinks, just looking. Playing games to try and help them comprehend that which they don't understand. And if you play Pathologic 1, that's probably a very familiar scene. I actually really like that scene because there isn't very much movement in the game, you know? Stuff like Yulia here just sort of sits there, you know, does this and that. It's nice to see some actual animation, or some, I don't know, some more, I can't think of a word. Anyway, this is a good character I like.
My chest feels
Yulia.
stuffed with cotton.
Yulia Lyurecheva. And you are? Artemy Burach, a doctor. How can I help you? What can you... You have incredible eyes. Who are you? The Kanes had a rather unusual notion of how they wanted the town's roots planned. They believed the roots of choice influence people's moods, their soul state. I found the challenge intriguing, if a bit insane. A bit. The Canes are completely off their rocker.
Well, they have built the polyhedron, haven't they? There it is. I was even allowed to ascend it. Though I wasn't allowed inside. The cathedral, the crucible, the Stillwater. All those buildings are machines that work with the same idea.
What idea?
When a person finds themselves in a relatively enclosed space, it influences their inner state in a certain way. It's no secret. The Canes are trying to create buildings that enhance spiritual growth.
As in?
Well, we're moving to the field of philosophy now, not my area of expertise. But as far as I can tell, in their eyes, humans aren't a paragon of animals, but rather larvae. They believe the human spirit is a spring to be stretched, their favorite image.
Why stretch it?
To make people desire new things, weird things, things beyond their limits.
Such attempts do not bode well. I like Yulia. She isn't really relevant to this route, unfortunately. She only comes up in a couple of scenes, but we'll learn a lot more about her in Clara's run, I think. Might see a bit of her in Dankovsky's as well, but let's just hope those bits get actually fucking added. Anyway, this is her. Victoria Olgimskaya Jr.
Father has avoided me as of late. Strange.
You are Artemy Burak. Greetings.
Greetings to you too. Are you Olgimsky's daughter?
Yes, my name is Victoria, but my friends call me Capella.
Well, are we friends?
Yes.
Really? How'd you figure it out so fast?
I can see. I haven't yet mastered the art, but I do see things sometimes. It's a gift I inherited from my dear mother.
You haven't mastered the art of... Oh wait, are you talking about clairvoyance or what?
I mean, it's hard to explain. Sometimes I know what a person will say before they say it. Or I imagine a situation, and the next day it unfolds exactly how it was in my head. Sometimes I even know past events I wasn't present for. Like which drawer Father put papers into years ago.
A powerful gift, if you're telling the truth.
Not that powerful. Not with me. Not like my mother. She could see at will. Although even with her it could be fickle. I only see rarely, and I don't control it at all.
I'd like such a gift myself.
Mother said it would pass. I'll either see by my own will or lose it entirely.
Or you'll start seeing ghosts and unicorns.
Your undue sarcasm has been noted. It's not so rare a gift in this town. There was once several women who could see. Mother, Nina Kana, Katerina Sabarova, perhaps. Outsiders arrive with such skepticism, but they are always soon astonished.
Astonish me, then.
You likely aren't afraid of blood, right?
Of course not. I'm a surgeon.
Do you know what I see? Under your feet, the hard soil acts as though spring melt, each step forming an imprint filled with red. You'll leave pools of clotted blood in your wake, Artemy Burak. I thought this must be about the murders, but you are no murderer. What does it all mean?
You're asking me? I have no idea.
If only I could live a year longer. A whole, endless year.
Sorry, I was taking a sip there.
Did something happen? You look worried.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
He wrote this note. Here, take a look. Why are these names listed together? Yours is on here too.
I don't know, but I have a suspicion.
Why are you frowning? Is it something bad?
Well, no. About a year ago, your father began to seek our company. We all met together, sometimes, or in twos or threes. It happened naturally. He taught us, I suppose, but not anything special. I think it was more about passing down something. Something of great importance.
I can't make heads or tails of what you're saying.
You're an outsider. It's difficult to explain. We kids have our own town within the town, a separate one, and we govern it on our own. Don't give me that patronizing look. It's not some game. You wouldn't understand anyway.
Go on, please. I'll do my best.
Your father was shrewd. He can see beneath crude earth, petty lies and hard truths, Khan used to say. Khan didn't like him much, but even he got out of the polyhedron to talk to him. He believed we were the ones who would remake this town, rebuild and conduct it, in the future.
Remake? You mean destroying the town?
I don't know. Perhaps it doesn't need to be so drastic. Although, the more I think about it, the more disturbing it sounds. Perhaps there is a catastrophe upon us. Rumor has it the war moves it eastward. And it won't end. Perhaps something is about to happen? God forbid, of course. Do you even believe in God? No, I don't. What about you?
Wow, you didn't even hesitate.
That's what he was preparing us for. Changing the town. I can see it now. He taught each of us something important. Perhaps he gave a piece of himself to us. Yes, that must be what he did.
Well, I guess I'll keep an eye on you all. Alright, so we've saved. So yes, that's a major character for the rest of this game. So, I can go talk to Ruben about spare me a patricide, talk to Sabarov, and talk to Khan. Right, so it's only 12. So I think what I'll do is I'll head up to Sabarov now, and probably just run down to the polyhedron. Or, then again, no, you know what I'll do? I'll go to the polyhedron, get a run down, get a boat up to Sabarov's, and then take it down to Ruben's. The rest I can sort of do in my own little time. I'm not sure how the sort of circle and image system works. It seems to be that, because see, I assume the ones with the red outline mean they're like vital, like, you know, you have to attend this or something bad will happen. But you know, some of them, I guess that makes sense, but some of them have images, but I don't know. I just wonder how many are actually that influential. Oh, also is that? Ah shit, we lost that Twirine marker we had last time. Bollocks. Could have got Schmouder out of that, probably. I sent my little rats to get groceries this morning, and they still haven't come back. I wonder if they think food will miraculously buy itself. Are you out of food?
Have you been living under a rock,
Darling, prices are soaring. Salt costs twice as much as it did yesterday, darling. And where's the grain? I haven't seen wheat in a week. Really, what could happen next? There's still no train. People are worried. What if it never comes? We'll all starve. Oh. Why don't you get groceries yourself? More reliable than children.
How can I be in all places at once? I have to send the kits. They're probably at that station of theirs. Thank the heavens they're not in the tower, at least. I just don't have the heart to whip them.
What station?
It's a place they hang out, waiting on trains. Better than that damn tower.
Why don't you go there and fetch them?
I don't want to meddle. No, it's alright. At least they're in town, staying close. My neighbour hasn't seen her children in I don't know how long. That damn tower took them all.
Wonderful. I wonder how you cope with that. Okay. No, you know, actually, it'll be quicker to go to Sabarov's than back there. I keep forgetting how close Town Hall is sometimes. It's getting grey, jeez-o. And shop is closed. We're respected here in the backbone, because we have a respectable backbone of our own. Backbone, backbone, backbone. Sorry. Promised I'd stop singing, although I did sing the Poke Rap earlier, but that's... A, that's not singing, that's rapping, and B, that is a sonorous song of a generation, not, you know... They won't accept you either, Kiala. Don't they accept people from the kin? It's not because we're Kathange, but Sabarov thinks we're both Vlad's people, and they have an arrangement. They won't accept the king's people either. Beyond where have you come? The kin have never cooperated with the authorities. There's no work. The factory is work. I've just started pronouncing my K's as like The factory is closed. Where should I go? How should I feed my children? This is not a real job either. The patrols will be disbanded in a week. Where do you think you're going, buddy? I just want to ask something. Everyone here wants to hear something. I'm not here to join the watch. I'm a doctor. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Wait for your turn like everyone else. Must be nice to have all the time in the world. That was fun. I was trying to do like kind of New York, but it turned Australian. Greetings. I'm sorry to inform you that you are officially banned from joining the watch. Governor's orders. Am I banned because I'm a doctor? I should be free to do whatever I want. I would like to remind you that you are currently on probation. Until the murder of Simon Kane, Isidore Burach, and several others are brought to justice, you're still considered a suspect. There's evidence against you. Enough blabbering. I'd rather speak to Sabarov himself. Is he inside? You hear about the house? What house? Your own, of course. On Governor's orders, it was locked down during the investigation of Isidore Burach's death. Since the investigation's over, the Governor can grant you access. Isn't that why you're here? I guess it is now. Enter. Time to meet Captain Dickhead.
A learned man knows the
We made you a
contents of
prime suspect
everything
yesterday, by mistake.
and isn't
Sorry,
content
that was rash.
with
You were
anything.
too convincing of a suspect. But I won't hear you complain. That error wasn't irrevocable. Right, not like you had me executed or anything. Nothing irrevocable about being branded a murderer and hunted like a dog. Spare me the sarcasm, Burach. Let's get this straight. You're still a suspect, and you'll still be a suspect until the murderer is found and proven guilty. The only reason you're walking free is something called the presumption of innocence. Do I make myself clear? Good thing some smart people told you about that. Anything else I can help you with? My house is locked. Do you have the key? The house was locked by the committee that examined the crime scene. There may be evidence. It's in your best interest, and that of the committee. The investigation that doesn't exist. Great. You may have the key. The house is your property, and I have no legal grounds to prevent your access. Even though you'd love to. Okay, and so now we can go to Dad's. You know what, actually, it's probably... I've got too much stuff there, so... God, how am I going to do this? I say... Go to the house. Yep, go to the house, then Ribbons, then the cemetery. Then I think we'll have to go to the factory there as well. So, I'll go there, and then I'll run up to the polyhedron. See, my precognizance of the game gives me absolute moral authority. Sabarov sure seems ready to take up the reins of power. It's about time, if you ask me. Why is that? Because you can't trust people, that's why. The rule of the three families was about trust, in each other and in the townsfolk. The damn nobles distrusted people to govern themselves. And the people, they're unruly beasts. They don't respond to kindness, only strength. In my experience, people respond better to kindness. Our rulers were kind and lenient. Where did it get us? Yesterday, blood flowed like water, and a woman was burned to death at the bone stake lot. Trust. Leniency leads to corruption. What we need is someone who can keep the rabble in check. There's no point in arguing with you lot. Sorry, I just noticed there was a line where I could just straight up go, well, it wasn't my choice to kill people. Like, he can just straight up admit that he killed someone yesterday in front of the town hall. Oh, hello. Are you sad?
Stop squirming.
I haven't got time to be sad.
Everything's all
I just
right
wanted you
now.
to know I sympathize. I've never had parents. I've never had anyone, so I know how terribly awful it must feel right now. If you never had wait, no. What do you want from me? I'm sorry I said mean things to you. That's why you think I'm evil, isn't it? But it was the truth. It's fine, I don't hold a grudge. I just wanted you to know that the girl from the cemetery, Grace, is talking to your father right this moment, and I think it strains her a great deal. You're lying. They're speaking, and I think it's killing her. Could you tell her to stop, please? I think she might listen to you. I feel sorry for her. Do you understand? Right this moment, you say? Right this moment. He's responding. Why won't you believe I'm a good person, Burach? Open your eyes. I speak the truth. Remember, I'm always speaking the truth. Fine, I'll take a look. But if it turns out you lied to me... I love that, like, Artemy's just like, ooh, who's this fucking gremlin? Like, everyone else, he kind of gives a fair shake, but for some reason with her, it's just, ooh. What's this little creature? Get it away from me. Let's see what we got. There is a thing you have to do where you refill them later, but not now. Some of us wait for you at the square, the bridge square that is, in the stone yard. You know how to get there? I know. I grew up there. How many fingernails do we have? Let me check. 1, right? So it might be prudent to just get a couple. I don't know how often I'll use fast travel, but for expedience's sake, I'm gonna try and use it when, you know, if I got anything to avoid. Well, not avoid, but like, I don't want this Let's Play to be too much me just running across town with nothing to do. So, you know, if it's just me walking, I'll try and talk, but there's only so much a man can talk about. Oh, hello, little boy. Don't need your ammo. Alright, buddy. Don't need coffee. Hunger's going up again. Oh, that reminds me, how much toast have I got? Okay, I'll need to go buy food in a bit, because I need the toast. Or I could just get an egg. Bollocks. Oh wait, no, 5, so... Cool. I shall eat an eggy. Oh yeah, I'll also have the fish. Bollocks. Oh well. Unfortunately, no refunds is the trading policy in the town on Gurkhan. Okay, so yeah, we're just heading home, heading to the house, and then to the polyheater. Oh, that's a good fucking haul. I've been forgetting to do that, to look through the bins. You kind of need to do that to get the best shit, and we're kind of low on water, which unfortunately is going to be a key ingredient and something we're going to be... Like, trust me, I don't know this for certain, but I think gathering water will be a lot more of a priority for Army than anybody else, because of the use he has for it, and we shall see later today, when we get an education from a little tumbler toy. It's a microblogging toy. 12:57 on day whatever. Making decent time.
Dad. Dad. I'm coming home, Dad.
The hindquarters.
Paul, you home, Paul?
Maybe I'll remake the first episode actually, because I remember when we went to Isidore's last time, I was silent when walking through the house, because you can hear talking.
It's not lost, is it? Neither will you be.
I'm fraying at the seams.
Ominous, to say the least. Sorry Dad, I don't want to nick all your shit, but I also kind of have to survive. You know, you're dead, I'm not. My dead dad. Deadbeat dad, haha.
My chest aches. Catch burns. Or
I do not fear death, and neither should you. Death, to a doctor, is but a partner in conversation, the constant witness of our work, even when we succeed. It is not old age, or what comes after it, that worries me. I am instead beset by the thought that I might fail to pass on my role. Make haste, son. I truly need you. Your loving father, Isidore Bach.
Paul! I'm sorry, Paul. I couldn't be here and die. Why am I talking southern?
I kind of want to see a King of the Hill remake with Pathologic. Okay, actually, no, that's good. I'm just seeing if there's anything unnecessary I can chuck away. Black to white is really really easy. Oh! There we go. Just had to say fuck you to the coffee. So now we have found a key. Which we can... Oh yeah, sorry, we need to read the letter. Touch. I found a spare key, but these key thefts are becoming concerning. Your equipment is far from cheap, is it not? It would serve no one if it gets stolen. And do keep in mind that if our small arrangement is uncovered, I too will have to bear the consequences. V.O. Okay, I have a key to a secret factory building. So I can go there. I don't believe stock takes me for a patricide. Yeah, so we'll probably go deal with Stuck, because why ain't that patch side? Also, I don't want to be that guy.
Chest cookies catch knuckles. Or who's theirs? In the doghouse?
Oh my. Twire. But why could dear old Dad have been growing twire in his basement? Oh, fuck. Bollocks. There's not much I can really get rid of, but that's really useful. Well, brown twire is the easiest to get hold of, I think. Besides Swevery, but you don't get rid of Swevery because it's the most useless thing in the fucking game. Oi!
There's more of me
I came to pay my
love.
last respects to your
Like
father.
2 or 3
Don't
of
force
me.
out. Did you know him? I didn't. He was already dead when I arrived. So you're just doing it for appearances. I talked to people a lot, and they said a lot of good things about your father. Talking to people is my greatest skill, you know. They open up and turn from puppets to actual living humans. Are you going to live here now? Not right now. I don't want to sleep where blood was spilled. Okay, so let's see. So we can use the water. Oh, fuck.
What's up, Jack? I don't think we can take this. This sounds nothing like Bugs Bunny. It sounds like a projectile.
Huh. I don't think I can use that for anything. But cotton wool is surprisingly important to the game. Oh, we need that. Fuck. Oh shit. Fuck hazelnuts. Shit is kinda nuts. Those gears are really useful. Oh god, you.
Sow an act and you
Why are
reap
you
a
here?
habit.
Actually, that's
Sow a habit
not the voice.
and you reap
Why
a
are you
character.
here?
Sow
Wrong
a
question.
character
Why are you here?
And you reap a
Well, I
destiny.
came bearing a sanitary order, so I'm here to examine and quarantine the place. You won't like it in there. Really? Why? The air inside is unhealthy somehow. Might irritate your tender skin. Is that so? That's so. Still, with your kind permission, I insist on examining the place. Even your unkind permission would do. But if you struggle to provide even that, I'll do fine without your consent at all. I hope I don't need to threaten you at gunpoint. Go ahead then, examine the place. If you can explain what's going on here, be so kind as to tell me too. And by the way, what is this strange mold, I guess? Is it mold? That thing your house is covered in. The houses often get scabs around these parts? What mold? What on earth are you talking about? And then if we turn around, bum bum bum, our house is all red and scabed. Oh, what a tragedy. It does seem rough to the touch. Have you tried? They say it is, even if it doesn't look it. Lefty. Looks greasy though. It's like that saying. What was it? Rough as Dutch, safe to touch. Smooth as bone, leave it alone. Yeah, that one. Only, I always thought it was about the mud, the road less taken and such. Rough means a hard choice, smooth, taking an easy path. And we all know where those lead, right? Right. I really should leave this place. Breathing this suit can't be healthy, right? Sure, no need to take pointless risks. Okay. And then there's a couple of children. Hatchling. The house is all sick. Must be shingles. Veroksha had shingles last year. Mom thought it was the coughs, but then the doctor said it was just shingles. Rush shingles. Got it from a cat. That's what he said. But the house isn't alive. Who told you that? All these houses are alive around here. Come on, it's made of stone and wood. Nuh-uh, they can breathe and talk. For real, don't you believe me? When I was your age, everything talked to me too. Shit, I missed out on one of the more touching conversation options. And did you remember yesterday when we found a guy being ganged up on?
What are you gawking at? Do you know who he is? He's Whitebeard's son. His dad went crazy yesterday and hurt people.
Listen, it was to get Ace away from the admirals. They were gonna execute him.
I mean, yeah, it didn't work, but still.
So now you want to stomp him to death.
He started it.
There's a bit too many of you and only one of him, don't you think?
He's the same as his father. Ask him. Ask him why his dad's called Whitebeard. Ask him.
I'd rather ask you.
It's because he's a drunk. He gets smashed and attacks people. He raised a hand against my mom last year.
A son does not answer to his father's actions.
Why do you get in our way? One way or the other, we'll get him.
If he grows up to be like his father, then meet him here again in 10 years. Same place, same people.
My dad didn't hurt anyone yesterday. Tell him to get off me.
Even if he did, it wasn't your fault. We can access a similar thing in a moment. I can just remember how the fuck to get over there. Oh, we're seeing some pegging going on here. She's fondling it as well. Fuck, mate, you're a dirty bastard. Likes a big strap on up his butthole. Like, I'm not judging him for the record. I know a few people into it, but you know, I don't want to see it in the back streets. Do it in your own house. Now we see a similar scene after yesterday's tragedy.
She's always like that. Always wants to go first. We want to play too.
Hey, this is no place for children.
Do you know what happened here yesterday? Everybody knows that. They burned a step boogie woman here. A clay wench of herbs and bone.
No, they burned a living person here. Now scram. Sorry, just trying to get up.
I'll be the witch. I'll be the witch.
You're not afraid of fire, are you?
Huh? What do you mean?
They're gonna tie you up and douse you with kerosene. And when you catch fire, they'll get scared and run away. How do you like that?
Huh? What do you mean? That's not funny at all.
Spot on, it's not funny. You better go play with dolls. Which my ass. Just stop fucking, playing at the death of one of my people for, who was killed stupidly because of not stupidly, who was killed for no reason basically because of fucking mass hysteria. Oop. A wardrobe. I don't know why I keep looting places when, my inventory's absolutely full. Shit, I wish I could go back for that chalk now, but live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow, live and learn from the worst. Ooh, and there we go again. Where yesterday we saw a bunch of men run off from a woman holding a bunch of booze.
Why aren't you running away? Aren't you scared? Boo!
Of course I'm scared, but I'm a brave man.
I have bone legs, see? I'm a clay wench. I can't walk, but whoever sees me runs away in fear. You should run away too.
Isn't it boring just sitting here in one place?
I'm not bored. Clay wenches don't get bored.
Want me to stand here in your place?
You're ruining it. Run away already. I can't even stop my foot. I'll bite you.
Okay. Little kids playing at the games their parents seem to conduct themselves. Well, games in inverted commas. You know what I fucking mean. Now, to head upstairs and meet Fuckboy Prime.
I'm at my rope's end. I can't take it anymore.
Why did you come? Finally thought of some good excuses? You think I need to justify myself to you? Yesterday I was told you had killed your father, and you immediately believed it? That's not far from the truth, Burach. I'm 2 seconds away from breaking your jaw. You betrayed him. You left when he needed you most. He cried out for your help, but you didn't care. He was in peril, and you were too busy elsewhere. He believed, truly believed, that your arrival would put an end to his troubles. And as always, he was right. Take a breath, calm down, and explain. What peril? What do you know? No, he wouldn't tell me. Suggested we wait for you to arrive. But you were in no hurry, were you? His first letter was sent in May. There's a war, asshole. You think the trains come to this town often? Lara said I'm stupid, that I've lost my marbles, but I haven't. Your father always taught us to take stock of the situation, Burak. Overall, you're unneeded here. Don't bother with your father's inheritance. He has better hairs. Lara's right, you are stupid. Shut up. My father's inheritance is his work, Burak. That's his legacy. You are completely unworthy of it. His work is not yours. His knowledge is not yours. You abandoned both. He sent me away, jackass. He wanted me to study elsewhere. Go elsewhere then. Learn whatever it is you'll learn there. Here you have no place. And if the kin tells you to let go of his burden, listen. Perhaps even that scum can be right sometimes. You're out of your depth here. Not going anywhere. You should listen to Gravel. You're acting stupid.
Dogs are howling.
So here we are again.
Why?
I managed to calm down Stoch. He was wrong about you. Or, he was not entirely right, at least. Still right, huh? Were you already offered your father's inheritance, cub? Refuse it, I beg you. Do not follow his path. Why would I refuse? I don't know if I can properly explain this. There's no happiness down this path. Not for yourself or others. Your father's path was cruel, cub. Explain yourself. All in all, this is a quiet town. Not perfect, but there's a place for everyone. We're all connected through bonds of love, of friendship, of patience. Life flows through those bonds, the town's veins, and to cut them would cause harm. Your father, don't be mad, he dreamed of remaking it all. What exactly did he want to change? Everything. Our town felt wrong to him. He used to say that broken bones set badly will cripple a man, leaving him unable to function as others do. To Isidore, our town was a vile malunion. I'm not too fond of our town. Oh no. Perhaps he thought that for a reason. He was a healer, sure. He knew life as no one else could. The kin revered him. But even that did us more harm than good in the end. What do you mean? 5 years ago, there was an outbreak in the crude sprawl. It spread like wildfire. Dozens and dozens dead. People sent for Isidore. When he arrived, he ordered the whole quarter to be quarantined. No one could leave, not even the healthy people trapped inside. That's terrible, but I'd make the same call in his shoes. Townsfolk obeyed his orders without question. They barricaded the whole neighborhood. In the end, there was almost no survivors.
Crushing this town, leaving no survivors.
But the town lived on. I suppose that's true, but Cobb, do not take his inheritance. Isidore's inheritance is his power, his authority, his duties. If you become another Isidore, you will never rest. We will never know peace. Peace only lasts until the next war. Okay, so basically Ruben can go fuck himself. Lara... Damn. I wonder if this will end with me just, like, unironically making Lara my waifu. Like, I guarantee you there is someone out there putting together a Lara Rabble Dakimaku. Like, I guarantee you. See, it's one of those things where I'd buy it initially as, like, you know, a joke, like, haha, a joke about fancying Lara because I think she's the hottest character in the game. But then, you know, I probably would, like, you know, just at night, I'm lying in bed, I'm feeling a little lonely, and just, I think, one squeeze can't hurt. And then next thing you know, bam, I've got my body pillow, I'm crying into it, and just, my life goes downhill the moment I buy that. Let's see, so... Anyway, back on topics that aren't my, relationship issues. I'm sorry, I just laugh at stupid shit sometimes. Just the image of me just sort of crying into, like, just me crying into a Lara body pillow. Oh god. So he says welcome to the machine, which I would normally put down as a Pink Floyd reference, but considering there's like no real references to like some history and philosophy, I kind of doubt it. It's probably just you know, it's a common phrase after all. That's kind of why they called this song Welcome to the Machine. Well, Mission HQ and a little bastard.
Well knows
I didn't touch anything.
Whose meat it has eaten.
Oh, an old friend of mine, I see. Well, I'm not leaving. You got that? I got it. Are you catching rats or something? Why are you yelling at me? Old man and I, we used to do a lot of stuff here. I even figured out how to crystallize blue salt.
made extracts myself. You think I was just helping him? I know a lot of stuff.
Aren't you a smart one?
No need to be nasty. Mind your manners.
What is that thing?
It's a mixer. Old man used to make medicine here. Like tinctures, I think he called it. Extracts. From all kinds of gross stuff.
So you know how to operate it?
For some reason, neither of them works. Can you fix them? No. I'll do anything. Just don't make me go.
Alright, you little house imp, stay. There's enough room for both of us here.
And with that, Artemy was suddenly a parent. Having to deal with having a kid running around his house who honestly is probably one of the best written children in video games if you ask me. But we shall see as the game goes on. For now, let's see, so I could repair the knife. I need a cloak and a thread if I want to improve my inventory. And there isn't even a thread in here, surprisingly, so let's sharpen the knife a little bit. Sharpie. Cool, and then I'll... So I need to find another grindstone and another, whatever those stone thingies... I think it's a piece of flint, isn't it? For now, the razor stays here.
I know the lines too. How else could I find my way around all the attics, and the cellars, and those twisty yards?
Yeah, good on you, lad. Okay, the rest we'll keep, because that's not the ideal amount of space exactly, but it's workable. Yeah, no, we've got a big thing there. Things will get... Inventory management gets easier later anyway when we are able to upgrade our inventory.
My little fishy fool.
Okay, and then we just save. I'm not going to save scum throughout this playthrough. I think I already said. I'll check. Oh, so to fix it, I need a spring and a gear, which thankfully I already have.
Now, speak, but waste no breath.
I remember you, Tumbler Toy. You used to pretend you were alive when I was little. Now he would have said,
"This place is our true home. One can work here."
Yes, home is where your work is. You can sleep here. You can sleep here. I think I'll do it at the Tumbler Toy, like, you can speak here, and I'll talk like, then turn to... Also, his mouth looks like vagina, like a really fucked up camel toe. I can store my things here, not like I can carry everything around. You can perform operations here, and of course, make medicines, without being disturbed by anyone.
Live here, son. Live here and continue our work. This place is yours now. Here, you can do anything.
Speaking to my childhood. The alembic works, golden hands. Now let's review what it's for. Remember Olmar's? Of course, it's a tincture made from herbs. Correct. Tinctures are the foundation of every treatment. The steppe has graced us with its wondrous herbs. Twaya, the queen of plants. Swevery, ashen swish, white whip. Tell me, what's so good about them?
They can uncover the symptoms of a disease.
Correct. They reveal the symptoms of a disease and improve immunity. How would you make a tincture?
I need to combine any two different herbs. This way, a link will form.
Enente. Clear water and two different herbs. You can find both here. Look in the cabinet. Make a single Ulma for a star.
Alright.
So some interesting colouring we're getting here. It's a bit of brown trier.
Sticky, what did you put in my fucking drink?
So yeah, here we just go. Oh. Oh, that's cool. I like the yellow glow. Our mom has some sort of wicked disease, Doctor. Can you give my little sister something to keep her safe? She's a frail one. September is truly foul.
It is indeed.
So now we're giving her immunity booster. Drink this horrible yellow liquid. Good. Now let's get down to curing people. What always comes first?
Diagnostics.
Correct again, but you are forgetting something. Pain. Pain is our great ally. It reminds us we're still alive. It drives us to action. However, when a patient is in unbearable pain, we cannot uncover which layers come out of balance.
Of course, we must keep the pain in check.
You're better off without preparing Ulmars that relieve pain. That knowledge is taboo. Stick to morphine and you'll be fine. Any medicine is fine if it lets you avoid making cuts.
I'll stick to morphine.
So if we want to give a little boy med... yes, this system. So we'll need the antibiotics and a little boy.
So, if we give him morphine to, chill him out, just give him a little boy heroin. Let's dive for the most important part. Do you remember what a meaty is? They are bones, nerves, and flesh. This has always struck me as strange. What about blood and internal organs? And why aren't bones the deepest layer? I told you time and again that triangular plots ruin imagination. I also told you that our ancestors perceived the world as a single whole and treasured its many links and connections. Respect the clarity of thought they possessed. What is the most important part in your knowledge of the Vedas? Any disease always hides within one of the three. How do the ulmas and different herbs correspond to these layers? Every combination of herbs is linked to a single layer. Let's say you're making an ulma from 2 herbs. How do you know which color you'll get? One of the herbs decides. You will learn the properties of herbs in due time. Only this way will you understand how things are connected. Grab more herbs and water. Prepare an ulma of every color. Go in blind for now, and the herbs will reveal themselves to you. Try again and again. That is how you'll learn to link things together. 3 tinctures, 1 of each color. I'll try. An ulma of every color is linked to a specific layer. Tell me how. It can only reveal the symptoms on that layer. Correct. However, there's a catch. What do you think it is? A single symptom... No, wait. One can't always immediately uncover the symptom that points a single layer as the only one out of balance. Yes, your job is to eliminate all of the wrong possibilities. Yet every single tincture I give you hurts them. That is so. Sorry, I'm moving my legs and the mic fell off. There we go. That is so. You have to keep an eye out for pain levels. It's time to act, son. Uncover the symptoms. See, I should have done all this in Burak's voice. Like, they had him quoting it, so I had the idea that like when he's quoting, he's actually speaking as Isidore, but it turns out it's switched without noticing. I'll be observant. Don't even give a fuck what he was saying there. So yeah, we're just getting a go at healing a little boy. It's a pretty simple system. Once you work it out, what you do is, you give them a tincture, and then we see that the symptom is either yellow, or is either the yellow layer, I forget which one that is, or the orange layer. So, we just give them tinctures of those colours until we know that it's clear. Now this is quite difficult, but eventually it does come by. Okay, so now we know it's definitively yellow, and this kid is in the most pain he can possibly feel. I am so sorry. Now you know which layer the illness is hiding on. It's time to administer... I'll just do it in Isidore's voice. Now you know which layer the illness is hiding on. It's time to administer antibiotics. A single one, right? Yes, we can only administer a single one. Antibiotics are harmful, as you know. You'll learn to make your own, but later. For now, you can use pills. There should be a stash around here somewhere. I know. And then, so we just give him a yellow pill, and now, it won't cure him, but it will treat him. See, that wasn't so hard. Soon you'll remember everything. You'll make a great hero. A hero I'll be proud of. I'm so sorry you won't be around to see it, Father. This is one big difference I noticed between Pathologic 1 and 2. In 2, in 1 he always seemed more confused about his dad's death, but didn't seem that bothered. Whereas here he's like, got a lot of dialogue options. And where's the little kid? I need to talk to him about shit.
It feels like someone's
Hello,
pulling
anyone
my
in there?
strings.
Can you hear me? For a moment you just stood there, feeling bad maybe? The air's thick here in September, breathing too deep and you'll pass out. I was just remembering, Father. So, does it work now? The Olympic? It does. What about the big one? I'll fix it too. Would you like me to look for scrap metal? What would you need to fix it? Cogs and stuff? I'll need a special toolkit for it. Oh, you can find toolkits in shops, but rarely. But it's doable. But I don't think anyone's selling one now. But if I see one, I'll let you know. Well, I haven't seen a single toolkit anywhere over these past few days, so if you find one, let me know. Yeah, so what we'll need is that, just like a big box of shit to fix the thing. Well, we don't really need tinctures yet, so I'll just put for now I'll just put the herbs away and wait for the inevitable moment where I'll need one. Trust me, this is... I know it doesn't exactly seem... Oh shit. 400 quid, thanks Dad. Yeah, sorry, so I'll put those there. Might need that for trading. Besides that, I think we're good to go. Yep, all seems good. Although I should probably start getting some bottles and water. I'm kind of neglecting that part of the game. It's because the game has this odd system where you seem to get less... Oh! Hello.
I'm sorry about your loss. Still, think bright thoughts. Earth takes her due, but gives in kind. Have you now remembered me? Do you remember our connection?
Shu, Basokhan.
I'm all yours, Kerchen.
What is your name?
So, you don't remember at all?
No, I honestly don't.
This is what you told me once. I often dream of salt, either its taste or color, or whole salt pits, or holding some in my pinched fingers. Do you believe me now?
I never told anyone about it. Even my friends. Even Lara doesn't know.
Bahani. Forget Lara. That's not why I'm following you.
Why then?
But you're not heartless, however cruel. I won't leave you. I hold no grudge against you. Just mind this. When you finally remember, when you realize what you need, why you need, do not hold a grudge either. Promise?
I'm not the type to hold grudges.
Don't send me away. We are bound, you and I. I am yours. Remember that, at least.
Couldn't forget even if I tried. She got nice titties. Oh. Seen Baina. Hello, Nukani. See, I brought your bowl. Clean it up too. We Chetanya never smell on another. Hope it does tell one day. So you say he'll warn me of danger? It will, Nukani. You believe me, and for that, you'll be rewarded. Mother Bodo and Suok be my witness. Don't mention Suok in vain, Nuche. It's not a name to say randomly. So, got anything to say?
Kinda closely. Got any surprises in store for me? How long do I need to wait?
Shake your head at least. I hope you're not about to talk just yet. I guess I should give you a name. I'll call you Nuche, partner, so that you won't let me down, Kiala. Yeah, sushi. Now onward to... Let's probably go talk to Grace first, then we'll head across town, pick up some food at the shop near the kids, go talk to the kids because there's a mission I need to do with them, and then we're actually getting surprisingly close to the end, I think, of the day, because there's a lot of talking on this day, so it feels like a lot longer than it actually is. You know what I mean? Like, so it'll say it's like 3, but we do need to rest. Not very soon actually, not even halfway, but we will need to rest. And we're pretty much done with everything for the day, I think. It's just talking to Grace here, learning that Khan isn't in the polyhedron, and then I think there's nothing major after that except for chasing around some kids.
You're always welcome at the cemetery.
You could advertise it with that. Like when there's a local cemetery.
There's a crow in the oak saying croak and croak.
Why did you come here? I don't need you. Nobody here needs you. We're not friends with her anymore anyway.
No longer friends with whom?
Grace.
Why?
She's killing herself, Grace is. She doesn't care.
Yeah, I figured that out already.
She talks to the dead for real. Touches them with her head, but it kills the living. I'm telling her that's not how it's done, but she won't listen.
How is it done? Like, there's a different way?
There is another way. I can show you. Come on, just walk with smaller steps.
Alright, let's go. No, wait, actually, wait a second. I want to check on Grace first. I hope I do get to do that. Because I like that. I like the scene that you get with Murky here. Sorry, brightness is a little bit low, it's hard to find my way, even in a straight line.
What's happening?
Why did you come? You aren't allowed to be here now. Is it true you spoke to my father today? No, I didn't. Grace, that's what they call you, right? Look at me. Alright, fine, it's true. The dead need to be spoken with, otherwise they're in too much pain. Do they answer? Sometimes, when they do, I feel pain too. A girl told me it kills you slowly. Is that true? Clara, right? But she praised me. Said I'm doing the right thing by consoling the dead. She's a very kind girl, though there are those who hate her for some reason. Does it kill you or does it not? It hurts me. Clara said I only have enough strength for 3 or 4 more conversations. After that I may die. What did my father say to you? He said that it hurts, that he never expected it, that it was strange. As if a friend had killed him. He's very sad that he didn't get to see you. But he also said nothing would have changed even if you got here on time. Something would have changed. You'd still be alive. need rest. Can you come back later, please? I don't feel well right now. Of course. Goodbye. Yeah, I've actually never done that where you try and get talk to your dad, but the ending thing is, I can't even fucking see it. Oh yeah. Father is dead. I won't waste a little girl's life to touch the ghost. Which is up. Okay, ooh. It's very deserty, the light right now. Alright. So, you said you'd show me how to talk to the dead?
So Granddad's
Yeah, I know a different way. Let's go then. Just go slow, I got short legs and I can't run. I'll carry you on my pack. Off on. Aww, Army! Aww, he gives her a wee piggy back, that big softy. Here, I guess.
So
Here.
sad without
Alright,
my
go ahead,
carriage.
show me. Shh, listen to Swevery grow. Swevery? We need Swevery and Twire, a blade of each kind. It's pretty. It is, but I'm not sure what you want me to do. Now you go pick grass. Which plants? Just told you. Swevery and 3 kinds of Twire. Pretty blades. Don't you know which grass is magic? Alright. Ugh, it's always a bit of a bastard to find, like, Twire during the day. I always find it easier at night. There we go. There we's on it. Fuck. See, normally it's findable because at night it like glows, and during the day it makes like a sound, but it's a pain in the ass just looking around in the dark. Ooh. Well, that can't, no.
They'll have to stitch my belly back.
Don't do that, honey. Oh, there we go. Okay, and now we just need some Swevery and we'll be alright. Which, oh, I can hear it. Oh, there we go. So you kind of have to, they're kind of needles in a haystack. It's fine when I'm actually walking through the step, because you know, you just kind of bump into them, but... And at night it's fine.
I don't have enough
Yeah,
hands.
these are the right blades. Magic enough. So what do we do now? Go ahead then, talk to him. What do you mean? Oh, how? I thought you wanted to teach me. What am I supposed to teach? You just need to want it really hard. Close your eyes tight too, it'll happen. So it's all just daydreaming? Did not lie, I did not. I don't need you, nuh-uh, at all. It's my own fault for taking a kid too seriously. What is there about you to love? I don't wanna, nuh-uh. I'm not imposing myself on you. Oh god, the way I said that. I'm not imposing myself on you. Oh god, that was creepy. Sorry, I'm about to choke. Apologies for that. Might have some water. Again, I will cover up the mic. Maybe skip this. Apologies for that. My throat's getting a bit dry, I think, from all the talking. But, as I said, we're nearly there anyway. So I don't need to worry too much. I guess you could say, just like the game, my ability to communicate is eating me alive, just like a certain girl. I get bad vibes when I look at that little space there, because of something that happens later. See, I feel kind of bad using my precognizance to sort of get the best results I can, but I don't know. Equally, I think it makes for a smoother playthrough. We'll see as it goes on, but the one rule I will have for the game going on is no save scumming. Because one thing I do when I play the game by myself, like in my own time, is I tend to, like... This game keeps track of your deaths, basically. If you die, it has a permanent impact on the game itself. I don't want to spoil how, because the game will tell us if I end up dying. But that will mean... So what I tend to do is when there's something happening, like it, that's going to kill me, so I've got 3 guys attacking me, I just load the game. I know you're not... The devs don't recommend you play the game like that, but I'm a bastard, and I've played through the game enough times, sort of without save scumming, so I feel like I've earned it. But it's a more interesting playthrough, I think, if I allow for those, so I'm going to be doing that, so don't worry about that. You'll get to see how badly this game can go, even if you are trained, not trained, even if you know what you're doing, because sometimes it's just to, you know, roll with the dice. It's just kind of a theme throughout the game. Anyway, here we are at the warehouse, and we've got to talk to this little girl. What do you have there? Did you catch a tiny little mouse for you? I brought you something to eat to return the favour. Take it. We knew it! We knew you'd do it! Lena didn't believe it. Barrel didn't believe it. But Tom and I knew it.
He'll figure it out on his own. He doesn't need nudges or hints to bring us something back. And you did. You're such a good person. Can I hug you?
Go ahead. If you want to get a short like cheat sheet to what kind of character Artemy is, it's basically just a dad. He's just a fucking dad. It's incredible. Like, he already had this in the first game, sort of as an aspect, but in this he is so much more of a fucking dad. It's adorable, trust me. You'll really see as it goes on, but even there, you know, a little girl just saying like, walk slowly, and then she's like, right, I'll carry him on my shoulder, don't worry. Because he's a big lad, he wants to watch after the kids. I'm sorry, I'm a big softie. I just like carrying paternal figures in games, I guess. Even though it's... Oh, I was talking about this in the last one, wasn't I? The hairy dad thing. The, yes, Crucial coined. Oh, did I trade away that charm? Fuck. Oh, what do you have? A big fish and a smoked meat. And something I really want to sell, so fuck it. Might get my stuff back from Big Lads later. I'm not going to do that. You might have noticed on the map, you know, V.O. Vladimir, because that's related to the letter we got from our house, but I'm actually not going to go there because that's not the Vladimir we'll be after. I don't really... I half want to and I half don't want to go and see the actual Vlad it is. I kind of want to wait for the game to point me in that direction, but either way, it's going to happen. I think something definitely happens. I don't think it's on this day, but tomorrow, which will bring me into the location event, but I guess we'll have to see. Look at that atmosphere, my man. Or women, whoever's watching this. I was kind of surprised that people actually watched the first one. Like, first episode. Like, it wasn't, you know, a huge success, just 50 odd views, but that's way more than I was expecting. Like, thanks, seriously, to everyone who watched it, is watching this Sabola, thank you. And I'm not gonna suck up to anybody, but it's nice to, you know, have someone pay attention to the stuff I make. What are you doing on a fucking bench? Fuck off. Oh my. Oh.
I would like to know
God.
Maria better.
You've interrupted a difficult
rivals.
conversation. I think you should leave. Perhaps I can help. I understand there are things you want to know. You think we might tell you if you ask right, but we won't. Not now. You're an interloper. Fine, I'm leaving.
Did you see
Out
anything strange
now.
on your way here?
How rude.
One more word from you and everything will break. I told you to get lost, are you stupid?
No, just wondering how you survived this long with manners like those. Fuck. Oh, thought there was a person because I'm a... So why'd you interrupt our argument? What's to you? There used to be two mistresses, right? Nina and Victoria. One burned, the other sued. Nina died, so Katerina replaced her. Then Victoria died, and Katerina was torn apart. Now there are no more mistresses. The town is unprotected. Do you follow? Not really. Q-E-D. But it's none of your concern, Burach. So you bumped into his accidentally. Whatever. Why couldn't you keep your big mouth shut? Don't you understand that words have power? You utter a word because you're bored, and the whole future changes. Terrace, actually. Listen to me. You're doing the wrong thing. You're getting in everyone's way. You rip a very delicate web with your rough paws. You Burrocks are only good at tearing, never connecting. Ripper. We're good at both. You'll see. Listen carefully, Burrock. Look at me. I will make it so that you can only talk to people when it doesn't interfere with my plans. This is your first warning. If you get in my way, I'll take your speech with you completely. Got it? Nope. Do you need me to explain like you're two? You approach someone I have a plan for, you try to talk to them, and nothing happens. Your mouth won't open. Clear now? I think you're confusing yourself with God. Oddly on the nose, Artemy, my boy. Alright, so someone's waiting for me. Khan's on the polyhedron. So, yep, just heading up that way. Right, Big Dick? Oh no, 'cause he got nothing good in him. Well. Ugh. Oh, a doghead.
Look alive, brothers and sisters, this one's in cahoots with Nopkin's crew. So tell me, old man, whose side are you really on?
I'm on my own.
What do you even want, big man? You come to drag us home? Tough luck. We're going home when we want and not a minute earlier.
I see it. There's a fight brewing here. What's the problem, kids?
That's our great conflict, old man. The soul and a half see our tower as the root of all evils and can't live without it, and we can't live without it. The tower makes people into super people. The soul and a halves would rather become mindless pets.
So if they want to be beasts, why are you the ones wearing the dog masks?
For a good reason. These masks remind us we're still beasts, and the true humans inside us we yet to come out. They can't see well, are almost deaf, and speak only in gibberish. Lots of room left for growth.
And what's with the 4-on-1?
First off, it's 4 on 1 and a half. He does have a half. He does have half the soul more than ordinary folk. Second, we're not here to kick his ass. They're the ones being on bashing us with clubs and worse. Us, we're a peaceful bunch. We fight only in self-defense.
Why'd you drive him up there like a cat up a tree?
We're teaching him discipline. He should get used to heights.
I've had my fill of such teachers. Yeah, sorry, I wish we could have seen, but they've... Anyways, these little shits have chased that little shit up this, totally logistically possible, set of stairs. Which, funnily enough, overlooks another impossible piece of architecture. Interesting, isn't it? So what'd they tell you? You kids play curious games these days. Our times were simpler.
It used to be peaceful. Each gang only mingled with their own. But recently it escalated into outright war. To be honest, we struck first, but that's because they get under our skin. You be on your way, big man. Adults have no business with our wars.
You sure you don't need any help?
We'll manage on our own.
As you wish.
That's alright. All will be quiet when we gather at the station this evening. That's our no man's land. A good place.
Yeah, I've heard.
Stop prying. Grown-ups are not welcome where we gather. You ruin everything.
If you don't like me, I'll leave and won't ever return. You little bastard.
And fun bonus, if we come up here, there's an object. A little box with a button and some safety pins. Which, while seems shitty, we can trade to children, particularly little girls, for nice items.
I hope I find a girl with a schmouder. I did in the first take of this that fucked up because, as I said, fucked my OBS settings like an idiot. So it'd be nice if that got rolled again, because I think I have a fair amount of stuff that, we girls like.
Yeah, might. Probably not, but, worth a shot, at least.
Arf, arf. Bork, bork. Bork a Gabe epic doggo meme. They actually probably do that. I can see the soul and a halves, or the, dog heads, whoever you ask, just sharing, cutesy doggo memes. That fucking annoying shit. Doggo bork bork, does he snooze? Yeah. Why'd I turn to Peter Griffin?
Hey, Lois. You ever seen this epic doggo meme? It's a cute little doggo, Lois. Hey, I can't believe you made a nice little orphan heckin' good Paparino video, and then you sent it to Reddit for epic upvotes. I know, Lois. Well, today I've got all the Reddit gold karma that I could possibly want. But Peter, is your meme sonorably epic? Oh no. It's sonorably awesome, Lois. This doesn't even sound like Peter Griffin.
Although, I never watched Family Guy. Hate it. As most people do who, kind of lurk on the internet. Family Guy is a weird show to me because it's one of those shows where I kind of look at it and I'm just like, why is this popular? It really annoys me. I don't want to go on a rant here because usually I'm just a very live and let live, not my business kind of guy. But I think Family Guy specifically gets on my tits because it's a series where, kids have gathered there, is painfully unfunny. It's just not funny in the slightest to me, but for some reason it's so popular. You know what I mean? And I'm not annoyed by things I don't like being popular. I get that with a lot of stuff. I don't get stuff that I don't understand the appeal of getting big, because I just don't get it. What do you people see in this? Anyway. Now, lend me your eyes and ears. We trust you, so we'll let you in on the game. I lost the game.
Whoa, sounds important. Very much so. We've never even allowed an adult into the great game. It's forbidden. You'll be the first. Or rather, the second. Believe me, we wouldn't invite you if not for that first one. What first one? The one everyone's after. The person who's, well, the old man. I mean, your father. I mean,
What? Are you kidding?
Impossible. All of evidence points to this. They leave strange items in our game. Everyone's scared. We wanted to catch them ourselves at first, but Sleepyhead convinced us it was serious. That we need you, especially since it does concern you.
Good thinking on Sleepyhead's part.
So, let me explain. We have these caches, lots of all over the town. That's where we leave messages and gifts for one another. It's a test of intuition. If you find one, you get to the next level. It also tests greed. Whoever takes items without giving anything in return gets kicked out. But that's not important. Not what you should be thinking about.
What should I be thinking about then?
The murderer left some items tonight, from the old man, bloody, something, and a scary note, saying that we know we'll try to catch him, that we're just reading it, that they see it all. It shook me in my boots.
Where'd you find those items?
There are two caches. Fuck. Sorry. There are two caches nearby, the dam and the bowsprit. Go there and you'll see for yourself. Only, if you take from a cache, leave something too. Respect the rules or it will all go south.
I do respect rules. Go follow them.
The players already gather here in the stone yard. Next to the caches, I mean. They're already been to the middle town and the earth. Maybe they've found something there too. I believe 3 parties are already here. They might know more, but I don't know where they are. I've been standing here waiting for you to pass by like an idiot.
Thanks for waiting.
Yeah, so I've done this quest a little bit, but I've always had difficulty finding the groups. I know where one is. I have a vague idea where another is, but aside from that, it's a bit of a bugger. Hate to break it to you, big fella, but we don't just let anyone in.
What do you want? A password?
Nah, no passwords. All I want is an answer to a simple question. No strings attached.
Ask away.
Are you older than 18?
Obviously. Just as I thought.
Fuck off, big fella. We're 16 and under here. Tried to cut you a little slack with your size, but this won't do.
That's a bit harsh, don't you think?
These are the rules. The tower is all ours. No adults allowed.
So the tower is chock full of kids?
We got some space left. There's only 700 of us. What are we even doing there? You're asking too many questions. To hell with these games. Tell Khan I said hi.
So yeah, we've not got access to Khan or Pathologic. So there's 2 children's stashes. 6 o'clock. I think I'll head up to the top. I think I've got time, so I'll head up to the top one and get the bottom one. Or actually, I could get the bottom one, and then there's a boat to go up and around. Get that up. There's nowhere near it though. I can't be fucked. I'll get the other one later. I'll get the wee one, get the other thing, and then see if there's any other business to attend to. Maybe get sleep or some food. Actually, yeah, how's food? Oh no, I've got some meat. I seem to be getting quite bad RNG with the, whatchamacallits, like bins. Because I want some, you know, glass bottles, but I've got very few. How many do we have now? Yeah, just 4 bottles of water. Like, that's very low. The game seems to have kind of a dynamic thing where, like, it keeps track of, like, you get water bottles based on how many you have. So, like, if you have a lot, you'll get less as it goes on, you know? Like, I've only ever had, like, 2 stacks and only 1 full. Like, usually I only have around 15 bottles of water at max. But for some reason, just, the game's not doling me out too many. Maybe it's because it's early game, so it's not as, needed. It's when you need to make tinctures. We'll see, I guess. But, you know, one session has bad RNG, another might have it good. It's just how games go, I guess. For now, there is a box here, and I need to find some little buggers who are near it. I think they might actually be across the river. I'm not sure though. Basically, you gotta find these 3 groups of kids next to each box. I know where one group of kids is. I think I know where, and I know where there's one kid that might count as the groups, but I'm not sure. And there's a third one who and then there's a third group who I know are next to the Canes bit, who actually I probably should have gone to talk to, but fuck it. Yes. No, not yet anyway. And then we gotta leave. Sudden returns. Have these, and let's give him a bottle of booze. Have a good one, kids. This is your cool Uncle Army, who lets you drink. He probably would do that as well, just like, hey mister, can I get some booze? And he's like, oh fuck yeah, nah. Army's a responsible parent, he'd just go, no son, you cannot, you are too young to drink, it's bad for your body. But still, I just want to see Army like, just go, here son, have a bottle of beer with me, hey.
White, yellow, red, blue, green.
What are you kids doing? Train summoning? What? Why do you ask, Uncle Hunchback? And you're so huge, like a giant. Sure am. Eat healthy and you'll be just as big. Actually, you're really big. Maybe you can help. Do you know how to train summon? I used to, but it's been a while. Look, first you have to wish really, really hard for it to come. Can you do that? Well, I can try. Next you have to give it a name. It needs to be an adjective so that it'll be adjacent. Got it? Black. No, inevitable. Last, find the dead end of a railroad, the southernmost one that goes into the step and curves a bit. Stand there and think real hard about how it needs to come soon. Call it by the name held in your mind. Will you? Perhaps I'll try. Later. 3 weeks late already, and I'm waiting for a wonderful parcel. Yeah, food would be a nice delivery too. Racing train, faster train, speedy, lightning quick, immediate. I feel like I'm chasing wrong names. But the train? Try swearing. Oh, I was hoping there was more I could ask them. Anyway, so that's that done. So now, let's go have a go at train summoning now. We have some free time. Because this actually gets you an achievement, fun fact. So we're going there. Oh shit, I forgot you can set markers in this. Like, I only even clicked it as sort of instinct from playing other open world games lately. But yeah, you can, I guess. Fuck. Just take in the atmosphere of the steppe, my friend. I could go pick up that twire I can hear buzzing, but I can't be fucked. Besides, I don't really need wire than now. I'll need it tomorrow, so I might brew some when I get some more water, but let's see for now. Exhaustion's a little bit high, so I might... Yeah, I think I'll do some train summoning, head back, maybe get more food at the wee shop, go to sleep, go to the play, and I think that'll be us. This has been probably quite a terrible episode. I don't even mean that in a self-deprecating way, just like, oh, I suck so much, man. But more like, you know, the energy and the moaning and the... I don't know. Also, day 2 isn't the most exciting in the game, it's more... It gets better. Trust me, we're kind of past the sort of more dull bits of the game. We're not getting into the really good shit. So let's sit here and think of trains. God, what the fuck? So that's a fun touch. See? Train summoning. I think you might have to stand there for the full thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think in the full game, in this game you have to like, to get the achievement for it, you have to like sit through the whole thing, but I can't remember, because I got the achievement like my second or third playthrough, and if I'm saying 150 hours, that means I've done 7 or 8, so it was a while back, to say the least. Actually, oh, speaking of back, not very interesting, I know, but this is, I think, where we started, yeah? Yeah, that's where we got off. And that's where we found a certain little shit that we gave a leash to, against our better judgment. So yeah, let's head up, get some food, go to bed, go to the play. And the best part is, now you'll actually be able to hear the play. Because I actually got OBS to stop being a piece of shit and record the in-game dialogue. In-game audio, rather, sorry. Although that's part of it too, and I guess that's the main one. Oh, you alright, game? There we go. Honestly, this game runs so... I know I was saying this earlier, or I might be saying it on another take, but this game runs so much better than it used to. Like, at launch it was, well... You'd like open a door and there would be just this pause for like 5 seconds or something. It was ridiculous. And for the record, I don't blame the devs, because I was reading Mandalore's thing where he posted on V about what he was doing, about like has sort of ripped it. Like, he got sent sort of early builds of it to try. And what he was saying was, you can, was how close, like how down to the wire the release really was. Because, like, just a month or two before it came out, there was a bug in the game where, like, you could basically... Your stamina comes back when you block, and that normally works, you know, just whatever. But in the early build, it meant that you could, like, while sprinting, hold down the block button, and it would come back quicker than it was drained. So you were literally basically just, you know, running through town with just your fist balled up in your face. You look like a fucking idiot. Oh shit, I should probably go... I'll go talk to those kids and do the... I'll do the other stuff tomorrow, because tomorrow's an intense day, absolutely, but without wishing to spoil, there's an event, which means they have to kind of leave a little bit of an unusual amount of wiggle room for the rest of the game. Isn't that right, Nooker? Yes, my special boy. That isn't my cat. Sorry, I call my cat Rami my special boy because I'm a fucking sad bastard that loves cats. But it also means that, like, I get the instinct to call other animals special boy, but I reserve that name for the cat. So I kind of feel like a dick, like I'm betraying my cat when I do it. Like call anyone else one. Just one of my stupid little things, I guess. Okay, so let's go get a nice little kippy whippy until midnight. So that's 4 hours, surprisingly short. Oh. Why linger? Don't get sidetracked. You have a duty. You have the list. Go back. Who are you? We're watching. Observing. No time for games now. We must watch. Watch what? Which of them will enter the door first? I think it will be the older girl, not the boy in the collar. No one's going anywhere. Don't be afraid. We're all on the same side for now, aren't we? Urach's type of lure. What is there to be afraid of? We're all grateful to you. We know protecting us isn't easy, but you still do it. Make sure we live. There's 7 of you, but there was an 8th on the list. Where is he? Here. For now. He's the Udur. Is he behind that door? We think it's your father behind the door, but maybe the 8th is transitioning already. Have you discovered who he is? We're curious too. No. Oh wait, what's behind the door? We don't know, and neither will you. We can't enter, we can't enter yet. Nor do we want to. No one does. Why is the 8th nameless? Because he's the Udur. If he lives, so do we. If he begins to die, so will we. So will be. What's an Udur? So these are the kids. There's Khan, Capella. These are the 2 big ones. This is Khan Pathologic, who's very small. Yeah, these are the ones we didn't see already. And I wonder... Yeah, I'm pretty sure what I'm talking about is the door being death. You know. But, you know, that's just me. I don't know if that's the actual implication. I'm not an expert on these things. I'd imagine it was, though I can't really see it being anything else. Come on. There we go. Let's see, let's just hope our health doesn't start draining. No, we're good. Some opportunities been irreversibly missed, don't care. I'll just see several events while pulled at night coming on. I'll do them. Save here. Oh shit, yeah, after the play I'll need somewhere to save. Fuck. I could just go to Big Lads. There's a thing going on. No, you know what, I'll do the thing for you. Consider that a little bonus. Yeah, so if I just do that. Every night not performance. Okay, yep. If that's the only thing, then I'll go do that. So, you get a bit more than I was expecting, although not a huge amount, just some light character. But it's enough. Oh shit, wait.
And in that brief night, something will be irretrievably lost.
Don't know where the dead item shop is on this night. But anyway, time for the town on Gorkon by night. You know, get some jazzy music maybe, like a little talk show going. Actually, this is like a really fun idea, like a Pathologic talk show. Like Mark Immortal just, you know, gets bored of the fucking play shit, so he just has a, you know, series of shows where he like talks to different characters about shit. Maybe fucks with them. So like, ask Big Vlad about how he's treating his workers. Ugh. I was gonna go do that, and this fucking idiot didn't, so I shall now have to go to the play, and I will do that next time. Maybe that's actually a better way of doing it, because it kind of links to stuff that happens later in the game a bit, like, you know, it'll sort of be foreshadowing for the day to come, which admittedly might have made a better ending, but fuck it. It's not a huge thing anyway. So, yep, just need to go right up here, and then head straight on to the theatre. La theatre. The theatre. La theatre. Theatre. God, that's racist. I hope I can get this episode done quicker than others. I don't mean like playing, because I enjoy playing and talking and putting it out, but the editing took me a lot longer than expected last time because of certain visual gags friends of mine have been screaming at me for putting in. Hey buddy. That was very risky actually, he could have been a killer for all I know. Like his model is one of the models they use for... I've kind of got... You probably saw, you know, the other ones we've been dealing with had like the drunk guy with the hat model. But his face is kind of fucked up, and it's kind of like that with them all. I think the implication is... Fuck yeah. Yeah, I think the implication is that... Oh shit, did that not go through? Bitch, give me that smoked meat. I'll trade you some soap. Gotta keep clean when there's when there might be a deadly disease about to break out. Spoilers. How fair's your kind, Katanthia? Do you know what an Urdur is? What does the Conjo sigil stand for? A body that contains a world. Everyone knows that. But what does that mean? Because it can be a creature made of many creatures, like a family, a taglur, a group of people bound by the same fate. Ah, so that's what they meant by Burast. So me and those kids are bound by fate. You haven't made it more clear. Our words are erased, Khachnaga. We turn our father's flutes into sticks. We take old words, big words, and apply them to small things. But the connection to the source is still there. The lines remember. Yes, connections are like veins. You can't just tear them out. Interesting, so we are apparently bound by fate to those kids. Which will be a important little nugget. Oh, fuck. There's a box here, just give me a sec. This was the one I should have retrieved before, but now I fucked up. And yeah, just a button and some things. Have some nuts. I'm pretty sure it's fine with those, it's only the, you know, actual boxes that are marked on your map that you have to repair, like, by that quest that you have to put stuff in. But I don't want to risk it, and it just worries me. Again, it's my stupid anxiety brain just worrying about stuff that doesn't matter. Now time for the play. A Night at the Opera, as a very good album is entitled.
I can work miracles. I just lay hands on a person and they... You know, if they had cancer or a tumor or something in the blood. I'm not very good with terms, but God loves me.
3 years ago, a cure for typhoid was found. 4 years ago for the Blue Death. A year ago for a strain of smallpox. Science is all-powerful.
Local medicine can do a lot. Although while studying, I started to see it as backwards, but it did work at times.
Well, satisfied with your boasting? Trying to impress each other like little kids? Unbelievable.
Enough with this ridiculous meeting, you bunch of quacks. No type of medicine will help you here.
Oh, Dead End Shell's right next door, thankfully. I'll head down, get some etones, and then head to somewhere to save. I think it's the pharmacy, it's the grocers. I think it would be the most expedient to... Yeah, if I go down there and cut right, I can go to Vlad's. I don't know if that's the most efficient route, that's the one I'm taking, because fuck it. Yeah, fuck it, yeah. Right, now time to talk to our fellow traveller. Why am I saying everything in kind of a French sounding voice now? Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, bollocks. Oh, there we go. Don't want 10. It's a big trade, but it's for good shit. shitload of food and a lot of money. Right, so where are we headed? Where are we dropping, boys? Imagine if that happened. Like, you just got Pathologic Fortnite skin. Play a game that had that, that'd be fun. Or maybe like they sort of have a Pathologic crossover event, like they did with, you know, Avengers. This is a very serious stance, by the way. I am saying that I think this would not only be a good idea, but logistically be able to happen. I am absolutely 100% serious. This place actually does remind me a lot of my own hometown. Like, very sort of a lot of, you know, yeah, it's definitely a big town with, like, you know, well, my town doesn't have industry, but the point I'm getting at is, like, you know, a big chunk of it is like modern housings and stylings, but move out just a little bit and there was so much greenery on the outside. Oh my, is there a fight? Let's see, looks like it's a Goodman versus a Paleman. Ah, too late, all the shit's mine. And that was good shit too, I needed that, what are they, grindstones? Chisels, right. I was curious, well not curious, I just forgot. Curious implies that it was something I didn't know already, it was just something important. Anyway, back to Big Lads. Might pick up some of the dead item shop stuff I could have used that I left there. I'm trying to remember if you can trade the scalpels. I think you can, but it's like nothing. Or maybe it's dependent on like condition, but all the rusty ones you get are in like shit well, you get one in shit condition and one in good condition, but you then have to use it. But yeah, we'll also really need the leash. Okay, so that's the game. Thank you for joining me for day 2 of Pathologic. I know this probably wasn't my best recording. I just don't have the energy I expected to have. Like 2 coffees. Like, I had 1 coffee and I was buzzing in a second and I was dead, I don't know. But point is, thank you for joining me. I promise tomorrow and the next day the game really kicks off. Thank you for now. Thank you for listening. Good night.